students, welcome back to the physics class. In the previous class, we studied about law of conservation of momentum of our third chapter, motion and laws of motion, and I hope you all understood the topic. And today we are going to learn about the circular motion, the last content of this chapter. So let's see what is circular motion. Circular motion. So here you can see a figure. It shows the motion of an object along a circular path. So what is circular motion? The motion of an object along a circular path is known as circular motion. In a circular path, the velocity of an object moving with a uniform speed changes. The change in velocity happens due to change in speed or change in direction, or due to the change in both speed and direction. A change in velocity produces acceleration that we already studied in our 8th standard. So what will be the direction of such an acceleration? Let's examine with an example. Whirl a stone tied to a string. When this stone is in motion, from where does it get the necessary force for circular motion? And in which direction will be the force? Let's see. The force we apply from the center of the circle reaches the object through the string. Therefore, the acceleration due to this force will also be towards the center of the circle along the string. And this helps the stone to move along the circular path. The acceleration experienced by an object in a circular motion along the radius towards the center of the circle is known as centripetal acceleration. That means the centripetal acceleration is for the object which moves in a circular path, and this acceleration is concentrated towards the center along the radius. This is centripetal acceleration. The force that creates centripetal acceleration is called centripetal force. Centripetal acceleration and centripetal force are directed towards the center. That means both are concentrated towards the center. If an object of mass m performs circular motion along a circular path of radius r with a velocity v, then its centripetal force, that is Fc, is calculated by using the formula mv square divided by r, where m is the mass, v square is the velocity in square, and r is the radius of that circular path. When the stone is subjected to circular motion, the force that the hand exerts through the string becomes the centripetal force. That means the string helps the force to move in that particular path. The word centripetal means center seeking force. When we release this stone at a particular point in its circular path, the stone will be thrown off along the tangent at that point. For this reason, in hammer throw, before the hammer is let go of, it is whirled around along a circular path. It helps to acquire sufficient speed. And when it is released after obtaining sufficient speed, it can travel through a longer distance in the direction of the tangent of the circle at the point of release. Next one, uniform circular motion. If an object moving along a circular path covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be in uniform circular motion. Equal distances in equal intervals of time in circular path It is called uniform circular motion. Example, the motion of the tip of the second hand of an antique pendulum clock and the motion of a giant wheel in an amusement park. But its speed is uniform except when it starts and stops. These are some examples for uniform circular motion. Try to find out more examples. Okay? And students, that's for today. I hope you all understood the content, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me through the WhatsApp. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.